Paddy and Tygrr just having some fun, picking some words, then the pictures get done. We share it with each other and we laugh. Type in some words, let the madness unwrap. MidJourney Madlibs, nothing gets clearer. That's the show, it just keeps getting weirder. MidJourney Madlibs, nothing gets clearer. That's the show, it just keeps getting weirder.
Oh my gosh. What on earth?
Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, please come in and make yourself at home. My name is Paddycake. Welcome to Paddycake Games and the next episode of MidJourney Madlibs. With me, as always, is my best friend and co-host, Brent. How are you tonight?
I am great.
Awesome. Are you?
I've worked outside for the last 3 days.
Is that why you have cat ears? Are you turning into a cat working outside?
No. This is my hat from the amazing acro cats that we went and saw.
Oh, I remember you telling me about that. How was that?
It was great. It was a blast. I had probably 12 cats, maybe a few more. They had a band of cats, which makes me wonder, remember that video I used to play at Quiz? With the cats were in a little band. I want to find out if that was the acro cats. Anyway, one of the cats, her name is Jax. Her trick is that she sits on a giant skull. So it's like a human skull, but like double the size, and it's painted all spooky. And she just sits on the skull and looks at you very judgy.
Well, we're not going to waste any time getting started tonight, guys. You know how this works. And if you don't know how it works, here's how it works. We send each other Mad Libs. We send each other the answers to go into the Mad Libs. We then take those sentences, we run them through MidJourney, we create a series of art, we get together, we share it with each other, and we laugh. And that's the show. And we hope you like it. And if you do like it, look down below the video. There's a button just for you. It's a thumbs up button. It just means you like the video. And if you're clicking on that, you might as well go right next to it and click on the subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything, and it helps out the channel. And then if you're going to do that, you might as well do the trifecta and hit the notification bell. And that will let you know when new videos get posted to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the community, just look in the description of the video and click on the link to the Discord. You can come and join the Discord. We have a really cool community of people that are centered around the channel. You can meet them, you can meet us, and it's just a really good time. And then if you'd like to help out the channel in ways other than liking and subscribing, there's an option for that as well. You can click on the join button, and there's 2 tiers of membership, which gets you some extra perks and some members exclusive content that you'll only see if you join and become a member. All right, that is my spiel selling the channel and the show. Brent, it's time for you to dazzle us with your amazing Madlib art-making skills. Although MidJourney did it.
I am very excited about this Madlib. I will say, as you can see the title there, so you want to train Pokemon. The art is really going to get overridden by these Pokemon.
I would imagine
so. I had to really work. I had to work really hard to get it to look more like in the style of Fritz Siebel, who is our artist for this spotlight.
Fritz Siebel was a Czech-American illustrator whose work quietly shaped mid-20th century American culture, even if his name isn't widely known today. Born in Vienna in 1913, Siebel fled the rise of fascism in Europe and settled in the United States, where his talents as a commercial artist quickly gained traction. His illustration style was warm, expressive, and often laced with gentle humor, perfect for both advertising and children's literature. Siebel is perhaps best remembered as the original illustrator of Amelia Bedelia, the beloved children's book character whose literal mindedness caused endless mischief. His whimsical, uncluttered drawings captured the charm and absurdity of the stories without overwhelming them, making the humor even more effective. He also created memorable artwork for brands like Mr. Clean. Yes, that bold, earring-wearing cleaning icon started as a Siebel design in the late 1950s. His versatility allowed him to move between commercial and editorial work with ease, illustrating for magazines, posters, and even wartime propaganda during World War II. Yet, despite his contributions to visual culture, Siebel remained relatively low profile, letting his work speak for itself. An enjoyable fact: while Mr. Clean became an enduring household figure, Siebel never saw his design trademarked in his own name. Still, his influence lingers in the everyday, through picture books, product packaging, and the kind of playful, human-centered illustration that makes a lasting impression without needing to shout. Now enjoy Tygrr's understandably weird Madlib in the style of Fritz Siebel mixed with steampunk.
There'll be certain times where you'll kind of see it come through, because I tried to purposely choose some pieces that weren't maybe as funny or weren't as pertinent even, if they looked like him, sort of. So you want to push Pokemon, huh? Well, it's not as gloopy as it seems. Didn't realize it was gloopy, but that does look
either.
Kind of gloopy.
That looks very much like a Pokemon. It doesn't really know what Pokemon it's trying to make, because it's kind of got a little bit of Squirtle's
Pikachu's
body.
tail.
It's got Pikachu's tail, but it's also a little bit Charmander, and it's a little bit Squirtle all in one.
Yeah,
it's wild.
It's an amalgam, and there's like, I don't know, like these bubbles, and there's water, and maybe some larvae of something. I don't know.
Yeah. That's weird. But it just sounds so mean. It's like, so you want to push Pokemon?
Yeah, I forgot about that word too.
I want to be nice to them.
I found this. It's a crocheted Pokeball.
Oh, cute.
First off, you'll need to find them. You can catch Pokemon in the wild or in the church, and that's the church.
The church. I didn't realize they were
in
so
capital
religious.
Letters. Yeah. Well, or maybe they just like to go there.
Yeah, and apparently at this church, rather than lighting, they just go for incense sensors.
Yeah, they just
everywhere.
That's everywhere. God must be. I mean, it's at first it's probably really nice, and then it's got to become extremely clean.
Right.
To just have clouds of fragrant.
It would be ridiculous, because it would get so smoky in there.
Once you have a Charizard, a Blastoise, or is it Blastoise?
Blastoise. I think it's a Blastoise. I don't think it's French. It's not anyway. Jean Blastoise.
Blastoise. Once you have a Charizard, a Blastoise, or a rare Clampicatty, you'll need to gain its trust.
A Clampicatty?
Yes.
And that cat has way too much food. And is quite happy about it as well.
I chose it because it looks the most like a cat that any of the art that came out of this were. And that tail is hilarious. Once you have a Charizard, a Blastoise, or a rare Clampicatty, you'll need to gain its trust. That's not always easy. You can try feeding it or munching it.
Ew. So, well, there's finally some steampunk. Yeah, so feeding it or munching it. So you either give it food or or it becomes food.
Try to eat it. Bite it. I don't.
And this is encouraging.
I don't know.
Oh, that's a strange way of bonding with an animal. I'm going to eat you. Okay, I'm your friend.
I mean, this is clearly an adult bird.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, so it's not a Pokemon.
But he's feeding it sort of
bird.
In the way.
Oh, you think that's food? I thought it was a cigarette.
Oh.
It looks like a cigarette to me, or a cigar.
Okay, it never even occurred to me. I just thought he was trying to feed it. But the best way to gain a Pokemon's trust is to spill with it.
Interesting.
And nothing took that spill with it at all. I couldn't get them to do anything spill-like.
That's a strange verb to try to work into some sort of a picture. MidJourney doesn't really do spill very well. It doesn't do drink very well either. I mean, you might as well have put drink, and that would make it spill. You just.
I chose this one just because it does look like you've gained its trust.
Yeah, it's looking very happily at you. It also has an interesting...
I love those rainbow eyes.
Yeah, it has also very interesting steampunky type device on its back.
Once you and your Pokemon are best Mexican jumping beans, start training.
That's interesting.
I don't know if that's supposed to approximate Mexican jumping beans. Obviously, it doesn't really give us much Fritz Siebel vibes, but it's just so weird. And I also like the whole vibe. Maybe these Mexican jumping beans are very special, flammable jumping beans.
Right. Well, they would have to be because, I mean, jumping beans are just beans with bugs in them.
You had to go there.
Well, that's what they are.
And no. You can do this with a friend or even with John Cena at a rubbery gym nearby.
That's not John Cena. That looks more like John Cena and Chuck Norris sort of mixed together.
Oh, you're not wrong. I mean, because John Cena doesn't usually have a lot of hair going on. Also, where are his arms?
Yeah, what are those?
Are they inside of that?
I imagine they are. They're inside of it some kind of way. But I mean, that just seems like a very strange workout. I'm not sure what it's actually accomplishing.
Well, it's the rubbery gym, so maybe he bounces off the walls. Whatever it clearly does wonders for the physique.
Yes, obviously.
I think his penis has muscles. Think of it like training a potted plant, except a really swirly one.
Wow, that's exactly what I would imagine as if someone had said my potted plant is swirly. That's what I would see in my head.
One thing, there wasn't a lot of variation in the artwork for this, no matter what I did. But there was always something like an eye.
Oh, okay.
They would approximate eyes oftentimes.
Interesting.
I don't know. It was interesting. Only when you've trained enough should you challenge another hotel night desk clerk. For real.
Oh my gosh. Look, I understand you take your job seriously, but I mean, do you have to bleed on the counter?
Oh, I didn't think that was his blood, so...
Oh.
Wow, okay, yeah. Hickle Pippin. I don't know. And what an interesting hotel to have all these books
and stuff
around.
behind him. Yeah, that's interesting.
And potions? I don't know. Where are we staying? After all that work, it would be inhuman for someone to come along and take your antacid away.
How dare.
Especially you.
Right? Oh my gosh. How much antacid do you need? My goodness. I mean, I have problems in that area, but I mean, I rarely need that much.
Well, I'm assuming that she's just suffering somewhere because they took her antacid away.
See, I'm picturing
whatever all this other stuff is. Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's all the stuff she's trying because her simple little one thing antacid is gone, so she can't. So she's trying everything else. Does this give you I mean, I know it's supposed to be leaning in steampunk, but does this give you kind of a Star Wars feeling?
Oh, I mean, yeah, kind of a little.
Particularly from where she's laying down.
But now it is time for those wonderful dishonorable mentions. Yeah, so this is... wow. You want to push Pokemon, huh? Well, it's not as gloopy as it seems.
I mean, it's...
And I chose this one because the artwork is so off of...
Yeah, it's so weird. It's very cool. It's kind of steampunk. It's very Barbarella.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. And maybe just because of the coloring and everything, but I was also getting Goldie Gold vibes.
Oh, yeah, totally.
If anybody remembers Goldie Gold.
Gold and Action Jack.
You could try feeding it or munching it or running.
Right. Yeah,
running
just
from
staying away from it, getting a restraining order, calling the police.
Or feeding it. But I do not recommend trying to eat this. This is
hotel night
only clerk. When you've trained enough should you challenge another hotel night desk clerk for real.
That's kind of
I just like this a lot. I like the artwork. I like the Pokemon. It looks like a Gengar or Gengar, but then not. It's very steampunk. I I feel like it fits the briefs pretty well across
Absolutely.
the board. That's why I put it on there. Looks like we've gotten to the end now.
Brilliant.
And I do believe that Lady Shablagoo is going to be talking to a bog mage.
Need some advice? Ask Lady Shablagoo.
Well, darlings, it all started when Santa Claus himself came to me for advice. Yes, the Santa. After that, I said to myself, Maggie, if he needs your help, the rest of them surely do too. So I created this segment, Dear Lady Shablagoo. I offer wisdom, guidance, and allegedly questionable ideas wrapped in good intentions. And sure, not everyone follows my advice, but that's never stopped me from giving it anyway. Now, let's see who needs my sage advice next.
Dear Lady Shablagoo. Shaglaboo? Goobaloo? Go, baby. I've turned my lovely wife into a toad. Now she won't speak to me and keeps eating my pet flies. How do I make it up to her? Big Magius, the bog mage.
Dear Big Magius, the bog mage. My, that is some name. Ah, classic relationship troubles. That's what we're here about. We've all been there. You say something thoughtless, forget an anniversary, or in your case, turn your wife into a toad. Now she's giving you the cold shoulder. Or perhaps it's the cold, slimy ribbit. And honestly, I can't say I blame her. First, let's address the obvious. Reverse the spell. If you don't know how, check your spell book, consult an older and wiser bog mage, or try the traditional method of kissing her. Though be warned, if you get it wrong, you might turn into a toad too. Then you'll both be hopping around eating flies, and I doubt that's the romantic resolution you're looking for. Second, assuming you managed to de-toadify her, apologize. And I mean really apologize. A bouquet of swamp lilies and a heartfelt, sorry I temporarily turned you into an amphibian, might go a long way. Maybe throw in a nice dinner, one that does not involve insects, since I'm sure she has had quite enough of those lately. Finally, and this is key, stop turning your wife into things. If this is a pattern, you need to take a long, hard look at your decision-making process. Love is about communication, not transformation. Best of luck. And if all else fails, I hear some toads do learn to forgive. Eventually. Lady Shablagoo. My.
Well, that tied into your Madlib quite nicely, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, this is-
All right. And that's just a perfect segue into my Madlib tonight, because my Madlib tonight is called Our Favorite Restaurant. And my art
burped.
My art is in the style of Mort Drucker. Morris Mort Drucker was born in Brooklyn, New York in March of 1929. He was a renowned American caricaturist and comic artist. He gained prominence for his over 5-decade contribution to Mad Magazine, where he specialized in satirical depictions of popular films and television shows. Sarah, a homemaker, and Edward Drucker, a businessman, raised him in a Jewish household. He attended Erasmus Hall High School in Brooklyn, where he met his future wife, Barbara. They married shortly after her graduation and settled in Syosset, Long Island, raising 2 daughters, Laurie and Melanie, and eventually welcoming 3 grandchildren. His career in comics began in 1947 at age 18, assisting Burt Whitman on the Debbie Dean newspaper strip, a connection facilitated by Will Eisner. He subsequently joined National Periodical Publications, or DC Comics, as a retoucher. During his time at DC, Drucker also ghosted Paul Webb's Esquire magazine gag panel, The Mountain Boys. In the early 1950s, he transitioned to full-time freelance work, contributing to various comic book publishers such as Dell, Atlas, and St. John's, as well as humor and war comics for DC. Drucker joined Mad Magazine in the fall of 1956, shortly after founding editor Harvey Kurtzman's departure. Legend has it that publisher Bill Gaines promised Drucker a drawing assignment if the Brooklyn Dodgers won a World Series game, coinciding with Drucker's first office visit. A game the Dodgers indeed won. Despite the seemingly whimsical audition, Gaines later admitted that Drucker would have been hired regardless. When Drucker arrived at Mad, he presented his Hopalong Cassidy comic book work for DC, some Mountain Boy strips, and a humorous Lone Ranger and Tonto scenario created specifically for the interview. Although his early work differed from his signature caricatures, the Mad staff, including associate editor Nick Meglin, responded positively. Drucker, who initially simply desired to be a paid artist, found his niche in caricature as those assignments became more frequent, leading him to realize his true calling. Editor Al Feldstein credited Drucker's distinct style and talent as the impetus for Mad's regular inclusion of television and movie parodies. For over 10 years, Mad faced challenges in acquiring suitable promotional photos for Drucker's parodies. His colleague, Angelo Torres, would often photograph movie screens in theaters to provide source material. Eventually, as a generation of Mad readers entered Hollywood publicity roles, Drucker's research process eased. By the time he concluded his Mad career after an unparalleled 55 years, Drucker held the record for the longest uninterrupted tenure of any Mad artist. He also holds the distinction of having the most bylined articles, over 400, by a Mad artist who did not also write their own material. In 1962, Drucker collaborated with writer Paul Lycan on the highly successful JFK coloring book, which sold 2.5 million copies. 2 decades later, he illustrated similar coloring books featuring Ollie North and Ronald Reagan. His diverse portfolio also includes film posters, such as Universal's American Graffiti, for which he also drew the high school yearbook photos seen in the movie trailer. Drucker also ventured into television animation, movie poster art, and magazine illustration, including covers for Time magazine, some of which are now part of the Smithsonian Institution's National Portrait Gallery. His album cover art includes work for the pop band The Bears and the Anthrax album State of Euphoria, as well as humor albums like The LBJ Menagerie and The New First Family, 1968, reminiscent of his JFK coloring book. Besides collections of his own work, Drucker illustrated numerous books, including children's books, humor books, and satire. He also created the prop cartoons for the 1957 Broadway musical comedy Rumple. Mort Drucker passed away on April 9, 2020, at his home in Woodbury, New York. I grew up reading Mad Magazine, so I'm quite familiar with Drucker's very distinctive caricature art style, and I'm really excited to present my Madlib today in the style of Mort Drucker. All right, so this one was a lot of fun, and it's actually going to be kind of funny considering our conversation before we started filming, because it kind of weirdly ties into that. So here we go with our favorite restaurant. Our family's favorite eating puppy is the Shanghai Mirror.
Oh boy. And there's also some disembodied cat heads.
Yes, I don't know where the disembodied cat heads came from. That was very odd.
Oh no, and they also have eating puppies.
Yeah, like the puppies in the very front, like they're sort of half cooked. They're part of the food. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. It's like, no, I don't want eating puppies. But that's the name of the restaurant?
The Shanghai Mirror
No,
is the name of the restaurant.
Shanghai Mirror.
Dad loves it because it's a fuzzy walk from our house. Dad's kind of fuzzy. And he doesn't wear clothes.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why it's weird. Yeah, a little bit. But I like the artwork.
Yeah, it's cool. I kind of like it too. But
Is that Jerry Garcia?
I don't remember him being quite that tall. I thought he was rather short. Not just because it's a fuzzy walk from home. He also loves it because He doesn't have to drive the strawberry guzzler. Yes, the strawberry guzzler, who's a car.
Sort of. An anthropomorphic car. And
Right.
How do you drive that?
I don't know.
But it does have a bumper.
Yes, that kind of also functions as a bra. We love it because the Chinese food is out of this angel.
Girlfriend, you are not an angel. Are you Honey Boo Boo?
And what are you eating?
It looks like. Is that mandrakes?
They all have like little faces.
I know, it looks like mandrakes from Harry Potter. She does not look like anybody's angel.
Oh no, not at all. We always order the same puppets. I don't know why they're
Okay.
topless. Why are they topless?
Naughty puppy.
Why was that even a choice for them to be topless?
It is just. It's just like a Howard the Duck knockoff.
It kind of seems like it, right?
Oh boy.
Steamed gondolas.
Oh, you know. Oh, what you call it? Oh, what are the things we always get? The dumpling. Oh, it's called a dumpling. Sorry, I said it. But that is hilarious. Also, why are you in the water lady? Is that what happens when you steam a gondola?
I don't know. But there's a lot of steam in the picture, so there's that. So
Well,
it
there's
did-
a gondola in front of her. And
Yes,
this
it's like
appears to
she's
be
chained
what
to it.
she and well, she's looking at it, and then whatever she's riding that is alive, I guess, is also watching the gondola. And yes, it appears to be chained to the gondola.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe it has a piercing,
I don't know.
sort of like a bull ring. I don't know.
I didn't read that deeply into it. I mostly looked at it and I thought of it as like a themed ride or something where you're riding on the back of a fish, but it's like made out of fiberglass and it's chained to the gondola. You have only yourself to blame for this next sentence. So this is the next thing we order. Minced baby in lettuce cups.
I'm less horrified by the thought of minced baby than I am by this now.
Good. Then it has achieved its purpose.
Oh,
Yeah, little creepy vampire face babies.
this is some
Nosferatu
Cabbage
babies.
Cabbage Patch Kids has gone wrong.
Yes. the crops have rotted. Sweet and green barbecue puffins.
Barbecue puffins. And why are they green?
I don't know. You gave me that word. Sweet and green.
Also, do puffins wear jumpsuits and have people legs?
Why
And
is
or
there
maybe sometimes people.
why is there a ginger there? why is he in the bowl?
A fun historical fact, which I'm sure Patrick knows, there was a little bit of a dispensation made regarding like eating fish on Friday for Lent, and puffins were designated as fish.
Oh, was it puffins or was it I remember hearing this story. I heard it on Tasting History.
Yeah. Other things that were considered to be fish that were very often
much not fish,
And some
yeah.
of them might have even been like mammals.
And then the last thing we order is a bowl of fried kilts.
But somehow it's a puppy.
Yeah, that was the puppy's name, Kilts. It's a bowl of fried kilts.
What is it called? A puppy again?
Kilts.
No. The restaurant.
The eating puppy. It's just like an eating
Oh,
establishment.
yeah, eating
An
puppy.
Eating puppy.
Yeah, eating puppy. Yeah, But apparently they want to drive this eating puppy home.
It sort of carried that theme in a little bit later, even though it had no reason to. But there we go.
Yeah.
Then comes the best part of the meal: fortune benches.
What are those?
I don't know. I don't really want to
We're
know.
going with yams. Yams.
Yes.
They're yams.
There we go. Yes.
It feels like pedipalps for like a very large spider, and that bothers me a lot.
All the people standing around, that is so Mort Drucker.
Yeah.
You know, that was his style, the big exaggerated mouths and faces that were sort of caricaturish, and he always lampooned all the celebrities that way, and I just loved it.
Yeah. That one with the huge teeth. I mean, she must have large teeth in real life to have that big of teeth.
I always save my fortune. My current favorites are...
That's a weird one because it's not really a sentence, so to speak.
Yeah.
I always say my fortunes. Well, and I guess it doesn't know what you're talking about. Fortune cookies,
right? So it just gives me a weird bust of a guy with big poofy hair and a hat. I don't know. I just thought it was a strange choice. Anyway, the first one: you will receive an important grass from a mysterious lollipop.
So is it a grass lollipop then?
Yeah, kinda. That's what made me choose this one, because it's like grass. And then the grass is like the stick on a lollipop. And the lollipop is just this big clear thing that's right in front of his face, and it's acting like a magnifying glass. And I thought that was cute and funny.
I was thinking his head was inside of it.
Oh, well, I mean, we could go that route too, which is weird.
It's also weird. But yeah, I see your point. Like, it's super clear, but maybe a little distorted.
Right.
And so this really isn't a caricature. It's just what the lollipop is doing to his normal looking face.
Right. As the sun rises, a sparkly opportunity will present itself. My opportunity!
Now, that looks like an inspirational poster right there. Like, what was the word that I gave you?
Sparkly. A sparkly opportunity will present itself.
I mean, it really, interpreted that well, and it's also, kind of good advice. I mean, in that vague way that fortune cookies provide.
Right. Be sure to take advantage of it before the bunny goes down. By going down, we mean he takes a really bad path in life, and he starts hanging out at these clubs that are filled with gangsters and gambling and liquor. And then he goes down the wrong path.
Cats. Lots of cats. And where are his ears? Are he just tucked into his hat?
Maybe. I mean, you see little tufts of ear here and there on either side.
Well, no, but he's supposed to be a bunny.
Yeah,
right?
I know. So I think that they're probably tucked into his hat.
Or maybe he's just Mr. Bunny.
And the last one is tomorrow. You will be called upon to make a highfalutin decision that will affect the rest of your kakapo.
Oh, the old kakapo. You know what a kakapo is?
It's a bird, right? It's a type of parrot or a parakeet.
Yeah, it's a type of parrot from New Zealand, and it really can't fly. It's a rather chubby bird, and it can bite you hard too.
That was a funny phrase to say.
His hair actually looks like kakapo feathers.
So that is the end of the Madlib. But of course, we have some honorable mentions. And I will try to remember what prompts these go with, but I made this art 2 weeks ago, so I may not remember what honorable mention goes with which prompt. I believe this is the eating puppy. Our favorite eating puppy is the Shanghai Mirror, and I like this one because it was a puppy eating Chinese food, and that made me laugh.
The Shanghai Mirror is extremely fancy.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh,
this was also the Strawberry Guzzler. So now I just picture this is the character. The character is named the Strawberry Guzzler. And this is what he looks like.
Sorry. I'm uncomfortable with that so much. This is not Dairy Queen. What? This is giving me total Jack Black vibes.
Totally. Yes, absolutely. This could be a movie poster for a show.
It's like Redneck Gulliver's Travels. That is the baby head.
Yes,
thing.
yes. This is the minced baby in lettuce cups.
Why does it look like a bento box?
I know. That's why I liked it.
I mean, it looks like little four square bento boxes.
And
Some people get more baby faces than others.
yeah, they do. And I also noticed that like one of them looks like maybe it's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle face, and
then there's one that's like a kabuki.
right, and yeah, and there's one that looks like maybe Dracula, Japanese Dracula at the top right. That is the end of the Madlib.
Oh.
We have one more episode before we close up shop for a little while we finish it up and get ready to do the next half. But you should come back for that on Thursday because that's going to be the last one for a while. But that's it. That's our show. That was fun, Brent. I had a lot of fun. I laughed a lot. You laughed a lot too.
And my internet seems to be working better now.
Yay! All right. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you for coming by and watching. Make sure you click like and subscribe before you leave, and we will see you on Thursday.